So today we're going to be doing a review of a tiny little indie type film called Outrun. Oh, The Outrun, sorry. So this is the new Saoirse Ronan film starring Saoirse Ronan. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. And then a bunch of other actors that I've never heard of. And it's a very, very small sort of independent type film and quite good, quite interesting. I've got a couple of things written down on my phone. If you don't want me to look at my phone, please let me know in the notes. In the comments below, and I will have a look at them. I'm looking at my notes. Okay, so Outrun. What is it about? It's about Saoirse Ronan, her character, Saoirse Ronan, and she's got an alcohol addiction. She's in London and living the life, and alcohol is available 24/7 basically if you're in London. And so she decides to go back to an island, off an island in Ireland, and be with her parents, and then go even further to like another island to be on her own basically. And it's just about the journey of rehabilitation and becoming unaddicted to something. I guess you're always an addict, taking it one day at a time. What did I think of this film? I actually thought the film was quite good. Really, really great performance from Saoirse Ronan. Unfortunately, it's just a little bit boring, the film, I think. It never sort of slips into anything too dramatic. I guess it's quite a realistic look at it, and I complain about things like Euphoria, where I'm like, this is like way too sensationalized. Would never really happen. I know people who have been addicted to drugs or who are addicted to drugs, and it's this style of behavior in Euphoria is just insane. Like it's not like that at all. And yeah, it is maybe a bit more like The Outrun, where it's just slightly a bit of an annoyance, these people, but you kind of love them as well. But it's just really annoying, and you kind of feel a bit bad for them. But I guess The Outrun, doing it in a realistic way, is just a less interesting thing to watch. The acting was really, really good. There's a lot of allegory, a lot of metaphor in this film with waves and things, but I just think the lack of drama and the lack of sort of oomph and power just led me to be like, yeah, I guess I could literally watch this by talking to my friends who have drug problems and alcohol problems. So in that aspect, it was just a little less interesting. Sure, more relatable. And like I say, the performance is really, really great from Saoirse Ronan, from Miss Ronan. A wonderful performance, really realistic performance, very real, but there wasn't much of a story. It was mostly just her on an island, sort of alone in a cold house, and every so often going to the shop and being like, oh, you could tell that she really wants to buy the alcohol, but she doesn't. She gets the normal food shopping and goes back to her own house on her own in the cold. And not much happens. There's some relationships with the dad and mum that need to be explored a bit, and that's kind of interesting. Finding God and the 12 steps, all that sort of stuff, and a little bit interesting here and there, but most of all a boring film. Quite boring. I really would never watch this film again. I just think maybe watch it once. I recommend watching it once for the performances alone. That's about it.